Oluchi Okananwa, Leah Bartelma, head coach Brenda Frese, and Issy Asimamadou. Just a quick note, this was Loyola's 26 points was the fewest allowed in the Brenda Frese era, and since 1974 in program history, so just shy of the program record. So we'll let Coach start off with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes first.
Yeah, I loved seeing how we came out. I thought we weren't afraid of the moment. We came out really strong and aggressive. I think you were able to see the depth that we have, the waves that we're able to send where people don't have to rest. We're able to extend a lot of things defensively. I thought both, Oluchi and Saylor had some really just played the right way, really good games. And then I thought significant minutes for everyone. I thought our freshmen were really important tonight to be able to kind of continue to gain valuable game experience and a lot of good things to be able to go back on, and then some areas to improve. Like I shared, 18 turnovers is way too many, but for the first game of the season, I guess I'll take positive assist to turnover ratio, but an area we can improve on.
Raise your hand for the mic. We'll start with the on the left. There are questions for the student athletes first.
Hey, y'all. Congrats. Oluchi, I wanted to start with you. Kind of just share a little bit of your mindset coming in. It looks like you were aggressive out of the jump, and how did it feel kind of getting in the flow of your first game and that three-point shot, 4 for 4, I do believe? How much was something that you were focused on during the offseason?
Yeah. For one, coming in and this being our first game, no matter their opponent, I was just going with the mindset of putting my foot on the gas, and of course, as the game went down, Coach, he had an amazing halftime talk with us, just really emphasizing, sharing it, keep being aggressive, and because our aggressiveness is leading to our teammates being open around the wing and just being mindful of that. So that's definitely how I shifted my mind during the game with that. And of course, my three, that's just something I've always been working on, especially in the off season. I knew for this team I needed to be someone that they can rely on to knock down a shot.
Yeah, for Oluchi or Leah, both. First game together, you guys looked really comfortable kind of like initiating the offense out of the backcourt. Just talk about kind of how you guys felt like you got comfortable early in the season and how quickly you kind of built the chemistry to kind of run the show, I guess, offensively.
Through practices, we are knowing each other every day. We're making progress each day. So I think just having those reps, it's helping us being also off the court, talking, just building chemistry, knowing each other better, off the court and on the court. That helps us.
Hi, for Izzy, obviously today you played very well defensively, 26 points, lowest under Brenda. Can you talk about how your team chemistry defensively has really come together, and for you personally as well?
So as a person who's always in the back, I'm always going to be loud on defense. So for my teammates to trust that I'm going to be there for them anytime in the gaps and help, that's really it. Just trust.
Question for Oluchi, definitely unrelated to the game. I noticed during warm-ups today, I Got Time Today came on, and you were like the only person on the floor that started dancing when the song came on. Are you a big Moneybagg Yo fan, or is it just the song that got you like that?
No, I don't listen to Moneybagg Yo often at all, actually. It's probably something I saw on TikTok, and because I'm chronically online, I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, no, I'm not a Moneybagg Yo fan. Sorry, Bree.
For Leah, you had the exhibition and now your first official collegiate basketball game. How do you feel you've been settling in?
It's been great because I'm surrounded with people that trust you. They're always positive. They're so welcoming. So just being around those people helped me make the transition faster and easier.
Anything else for the student athletes? All right, thanks, ladies.
Hey, Brenda. What'd you like most about the defense today? Because you guys never really kind of let off the gas, even when you got a bit
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play the score. I thought we played to get better. Every possession, every quarter, we were really locked in. We were able to change things up. I thought when we were able to shift some things between full court to half court, a little bit of zone, they were really locked in together.
Coach, you mentioned the other day how there's a lot of new blood in the program. How do you feel all those new players have played in terms of cohesiveness and chemistry so far?
Yeah, I mean, they're really trying to play the right way. I think that's the great thing. We have a lot of options. With there's going to be a lot of games coming up, so we're really kind of still working through what those rotations are going to look like. And but all intentions, like I said, I think they're really trying to please and trying to play the right way.
Hi, Coach. You had 13 players play tonight, only had 11 players all of last season play. Can you just talk about your depth and how your youth has really come together to be a big factor, especially in the absence of Bree and KK?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's early, first game, but it is nice to be able to have, some of these games where we are able to provide that depth right now, to be able to see what it's going to look like when we play better teams that prepare us for our conference. But first game of the season, I just like that we never took our foot off the gas. I thought we played really hard, and every player that went in was still like, this team dives on the floor when you're up 50. Like that's a great sign when you have them playing that hard.
A couple encouraging offensive stats. You had 20 assists and were 10 for 21 from deep. Which one of those do you think is more indicative of what you guys want to do this year offensively and most encouraging to you, I guess?
I'd love to be 10 for 21 game in and game out, but I do think we have a lot of weapons from three that is going to help us in the offensive end to be able to extend it. But definitely, when we're unselfish, I like the assist and playing for one another.
Coach, you mentioned earlier being a little bit disappointed with the turnover total, but on the flip side, you only gave up 6 points from those 18 turnovers. So what does that say for you about the defense, particularly in transition?
Yeah, that's a great stat to know. They needed their head coach to know that before they go into film the next day. That's a great response. You hate to give live ball turnovers. I mean, a lot of our turnovers today were illegal screens, and I thought unforced turnovers by us versus what Loyola did to us. That's a little concerning, but it's also the very first game of the season, and if you look at our practices and where we're currently at, I think every team probably looks like this at the moment.
You had such an amazing defensive game this game. How do you prepare for something like that? And were those results something you were expecting?
Well, definitely not expecting, since it's never happened here in my time. So in 23 years, definitely not something I was expecting. But I just think it's a byproduct of how hard this team plays, and that they truly want to get better, every time they step out on the floor.
Just impressions of Yarden today. Obviously, you didn't need her to score. I think she had 6 assists also, but just kind of her getting in the groove, and first time, in a live game. Well, regular season game.
Yeah, I mean, her stats a little bit are deceiving. Obviously, her 6 assists, a lot of those turnovers, she had some illegal screens and some different things that took place. I thought she just made a lot of plays for her teammates on the groove. She just connects us in a lot of ways, but definitely we miss her a lot of opportunities that we're going to have to do a better job of being able to find her. But I'm not worried about Yarden, because we know what she's capable of doing on the offensive end.
Just kind of piggybacking all that, you guys will surely score 80 points tonight without Yarden really playing well offensively. Obviously, no Kayleen and no Bree as well. What does that mean to you as a coach, looking, I guess, further down the line, about how promising that might be to still get to 80 points tonight, despite missing some offensive production from Yarden and other players.
Yeah. I mean, it is encouraging as we're gaining this experience for a lot of freshmen that we have in the mix. Gives them great experience, especially because we know what Yarden and KK and Bree are capable of on a consistent basis. So it's great to be able to while we're working through that to be able to get this experience for everyone else. Thank you.